to get your Raffaella, or your Amiradime, or your Rose Monroe, or your Francesca MS, or your Vanessa Blue, get this freaking lawnmower Manscaped to make you looking beautiful and serene around that ball area. Make your balls look smooth. Head over to manscaped.com, use the code HHFH, and get 20% off with this item plus all the grooming items to make you look totally serene and make you look freaking tier 1 borderline chifoga. We ride. So, Tad, if it is Xavi, what is your honest feeling if Xavi is announced as the manager of Barcelona?
I'm gonna get a little bit excited, because I've seen the way how his team plays. I like how his team plays. I'm very optimistic. Am I thinking that we're gonna win the treble this year or next year after that? Year after that? No, I really doubt that, because these are really young players. They have to get more experience. Get to know more each other. Get to know each other more. Because they're playing a different kind of style now. But they're gonna get used to it, because the way how they play will benefit them. So I'm really optimistic about it. So yeah.
What's it called? Abdul, Xavi, talk to me.
Masterclass, man. Masterclass.
So you said it's going to be the second coming of Pep?
No, because he's not coming into anywhere near as good as the team as Pep came into. But I think he will make us play good football. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I would rather finish fourth playing amazing football than finish second playing shit football. That's just who I am. I know some people would disagree with me. But I watch football because I want to enjoy football. I'm not a results merchant. And let's be honest, what's the difference between coming second and fourth? You're both a loser. Of course, I would want to win the league over playing amazing football. But we're not, let's be honest, man, Real Madrid, Mbappe, Haaland, Pogba, we're not sniffing that league until we get our finances straight.
So, okay, how are you sure that Xavi is going to get this team playing the way that you feel they're going to play?
Because I've seen him play. I've seen him.
In which league?
Qatari Super League.
I mean,
Abdul, speak loudly, because the class people at the back can't say it. Can you just say it like what league? I think it begins with Q. I think it begins with Q.
Barbecue.
Barbecue begins with the B. Barbecue begins with the B. It's so guys. For guys that don't know, is Abdul wanted to say the Qatari league. Al Sadd. Now, Abdul, I will not say anything bad about Qatar because I like oil and I like money and so forth. But I want to be fair here. Coaching in the Qatar League is very different from coaching in La Liga. And Abdullah, how are you sure that what you've seen of what he's done in Al Sadd and what you know of the player, he's going to be able to successfully translate that into Barcelona and be able to translate that into against teams in La Liga?
Yeah, I know. It's because style of play doesn't matter where you manage.
Absolutely.
Like where because every manager has their own style of play. And it doesn't matter, like you can be coaching like under 18s and have a good style of play, you know what I mean? So of course you can't just come in and play champagne football, because champagne football doesn't always get you results. It's a results business at the end of the day. So, and in La Liga, results are more important than they are in the Qatari league. So maybe it's not gonna be champagne football like I'm seeing it in Qatar. But I don't think Xavi's ever going to play terrorist football. And I'm sick and tired of terrorist football. I don't want to see Barca play terrorist football. I don't want to see a Barca side that can't break a team down. I don't want to see Barca play where Piqué and Longley has the ball more than our forwards and midfielders. I don't want to see that. And I don't think I'm going to see that with Xavi, because I think it's high intensity, fast-paced attack and football. And that's all I want, man. That's all I want, because like HH I've been starving for this, man. Like yes, Valverde, he gave us results, but it was boring football, man. Like I was falling asleep. It was terrorist football, and I like, bro. I really hope this works out because I really need it. Like my love for the game, it's been dying, man. It's been dying because we've been having these horrible crap managers that only care about results. So hopefully, man, he can bring us back. Obviously, I'm not deluded. Of course, it can go wrong. Do I think it will go wrong? Maybe, bro, but I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna be patient, and I'm gonna believe in him, and I'm gonna support him because he's a club legend. HH.
Is this okay?
He has a good hair.
You just said the two words that coincide with Walt Disney, who was actually racist, which is club legend. Club legend has nothing to do with are you a good manager. Those two things, they're mutually exclusive. Club legend, amazing manager are in two different worlds, two different existences. And you shouldn't even mention club legend. Those words shouldn't even come. You shouldn't even think about that. That shouldn't even come into your brain. Club legend. All you should be focused on is, will he be a good manager? And with this team, with these players, can he make them play good and be effective and win? Because are you saying to me that as long as they play the Barca way and they keep losing, they end up sixth and they don't get to the Champions League group, like, well, playing the Barca way, it's fine. I trust the process. Will you be happy with that? So will you be happy with playing quote-unquote good football, but you finish sixth, you get pimp smacked in the second round, or you make it to the group? Would you still be happy with that?
Yeah, but you can't play good football and get pimp slapped. You can't.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, here's the thing, though.
Because when I say good football, I mean, when I say like the Barca way hasn't just been entertaining football. It's been entertaining because it also involved getting good results, smacking teams 5, 6, 7.
Okay. When Bayern Munich beat Barca in 2013, Barca in their mind were playing good football, but they just got beat by a better team who had more effective tactics.
No, we weren't playing.
That's a bit of a stretch because our coach was like partially dying and Messi.
We weren't playing good football.
So when Barcelona played against Juventus in 2017, were they playing bad football? When they couldn't score a goal?
I agree, HH. But I won HH for Xavi. Like how many times is Barcelona gonna face a team that has better players all around than Barcelona? Not often. Like I will take a defeat in El Clasico if we can beat the bottom 10 teams in our league. I just want us to beat the smaller teams consistently with good football. Okay. You know what I mean? Of course,
let me just say this because I want to come to EMS. So from your boy, Hartman says Arteta will have a better managerial career.
Who does he support?
Arsenal. He supports Arsenal.
Really? There's nothing to be said.
I'm not going to reply to him because, bro, I know
you're stretching it. You see, then you're stretching it. See, that's what's being rude. Your boy 7625E, thank you for the dub. Big man says, will Xavi make the hard decisions like benching his friends like Piqué or Busquets?
That's true.
Friend tax. That's a true. League in the desert is different in La Liga. Second Ole. Easy.
That's a really good question,
But that is a beautiful. So if he comes in, he played with Piqué. He played with Busquets. Is he going to be strong enough to say, Piqué, I'm sorry, bro. Busquets, I'm sorry. Because whose mistake led to the goal for Volcano today? Who got dispossessed? It was Busquets. So my thing is, that's if Xavi comes in and benches either Piqué or Busquets, I'm already like, oh, all right, okay, let's see what this guy does. Because what's the first thing that Pep did when he came to Barcelona? Do you know who Dino was? We all know who Ronaldinho was. The first thing he did was, Dino, you're out. That was a huge move. It pissed me off because I was like, say, you passionate bald freak. Who the hell do you think you are coming in telling Dino to sit down, you a-hole? Ball? Treble. Now what?
Yeah, but the problem is, like, right now, Piqué and Busquets, they are, like, our best players.
Now, are they your best players because they generally are still quality, or are they best players because management has been so bad.
No,
and they're just the best out of a really bad bunch.
With Busquets, yeah, I'll be honest with you. Like, there's a lot of people that compare Busquets and Casemiro. You know, their rivalry. Who's the better? Who's the better one? I'll tell you. Like Busquets, he's a system merchant. If Busquets isn't in a team with 70+% possession,
oh yeah,
he's average because this guy doesn't run around like a. He's
not mobile. He has no athleticism.
He's not mobile. He's not gonna go in, make good tackles, boss the midfield. This guy, if you have 60-70% possession, he's your guy. He's your guy. And if Xavi does implement, I expect him to implement that style, you know, because that's the Barca way, you know what I mean? But if he does that, I think he'll get the best out of Busquets because Busquets been suffering for Barca, let's be honest. But every time he goes play for Spain, he's one of the best players because the system is better. You know what I mean? But for PK, man, PK, I think the only reason why he's playing is because he's a leader in the back line.
Well, without PK, you don't beat Dynamo Kiev, man. So
this is true.
So from your boy Shoka Adeleke again, thank you for the dub, who says bringing Xavi isn't about winning now, but about getting the club back to its identity, which then leads to winning. Great points, Abdul.
I appreciate that, bro.
Let me push back slightly on that. Remember when Setien was hired? Where was Setien hired?
January.
Setien was hired because they felt that Valverde didn't represent the Barca DNA.
No,
and
I
remember the headline. I remember the headline of Setien was that to bring back the Barca DNA. That Setien really. But that was one of the reasons that to bring back the Barca DNA.
Yeah, but this guy he understood. But he flopped in the CL.
No, but this sort of like I want to say, like with Xavi, like I don't think this is going to be like another Guardiola situation. I think this could be decent. Like this could be in terms of our style. This could be decent. However, this does have the possibility of ending up like a Kike Setien because remember we got to face Bayern Munich in like a month or 2 months from now. Mm-hmm. And what if like, you know, what if it's not really going the way it's being planned and then he gets an absolute beating of a lifetime against Bayern Munich? It's not going to be very good. Like I said, like he's not the best candidate. He's just, this might be a nostalgic signing. Like that's what I
Yeah, but who would you sign? Who can we sign?
Well, honestly, if I was Laporta, which I'm not, I would try to find an interim manager till December and then go with Gallardo because Xavi is just not ready. Like we have to be honest, he's just not ready.
He's not ready, bro.
And the thing, okay. You know, he was offered by Barcelona a contract, 2 times, right? And then he got offered a contract by Borussia Dortmund, and he declined them because he knew he wasn't ready during that time when he offered that contract. He knew he was not ready for Barcelona.
Exactly. Not only that, but I'm hearing rumors that PSG are actually exploring the option of getting rid of Pochettino, and 2 of their candidates is going to be either Zidane, although they don't think so, just because he's probably waiting for the French job and he's a Marseille fan, but they could actually also go for Marcelo Gallardo because he is a former PSG player. So if Barcelona have to make a decision whether or not they want to get somebody who's a reputable manager before another team does and they lose out and then they're forced just to stay with Xavi. So I mean, if they get Xavi, you can pretty much kiss somebody like Gallardo goodbye, and he's probably going to most likely end up at PSG once Pochettino gets the boot.
Yeah, but who's Gallardo? Like, I know River played, but what is he done in Europe?
It doesn't matter whether that.
Wait, sorry, hold on. Let me just say this. So I'll come to you, Chad. Uncle Wham, thank you for the dub. He says, sorry, Barca fans, Xavi ain't its PS. Venom is a disgustingly trash piece of crap film. It's a horrible film. And see, my thing is, Xavi, I'm not sure this is a good idea, bro.
But you know, HH, I think
because this is Disney Plus, man. Abdul, you're falling for Disney Plus.
Yeah, but
man.
I think because Laporta, he's more sensible than the rat that we had before him. I don't think he's gonna put him on like a 15-year contract with no release clause and no nothing. I think he's gonna make it easier to sack him because one of the big reasons why we stuck with Koeman for so long is because like that. I don't know. How do I describe the guy that we had before Laporta? Like, I can't. I don't know. He's like he is a rat. You know what I mean? He put like so many. It was so difficult to sack Koeman because he had like a 16 million release clause, and we had to pay Holland like 6 million for taking him. It was that's why like we couldn't sack him. So if like I'm sure like if Xavi gets the job, I think like his contract there isn't gonna be like a ridiculous release clause where we have to pay like 20 million to get him out. You know what I mean?
Abdul, listen to Abdul, let's listen to this scenario then. So you say, okay, he doesn't sign a long contract. I don't have to explain what Xavi means to Barca fans. Everyone knows. So he comes in now, which I think is too early. And I think it's too early. And also it's the wrong time, especially for the kind of team. He comes in, it's not a success. They lose games. They don't do too well. And then he gets sacked. Or he leaves by mutual consent. Then you're like, what if we had just waited? Because it's similar to Lampard. Lampard thought, oh, I'm ready to go, came in. It started well. It started well with Lampard. But then reality set in, and guys like me turned on Lampard. And that's now started to eat onto your legacy as a player. It shouldn't. It shouldn't, because no matter what even if Xavi loses every single game, it shouldn't taint what he did as a player, because playing and management are different, but that's not how things work. If Xavi motions a Barca team that loses like 6-0 to Lugo, then you're going to be like, he's a great player, but we did just lost. We lost thinking to Lugo, and that's just the harsh thing.
Yeah, but like that,
wait, hold on. From Icardi, from Mauro Emmanuel Icardi says, if they bring back Xavi, they should bring me to. So, guys, would you want Icardi in your team?
Yeah, Icardi, stay loyal, man. Stay loyal.
No, but AJ, I just want to say it's like it might not even be a good thing. Like, let's just say hypothetically they bring in Xavi and it doesn't go well, and they kind of want to get him out. It actually would be a very bad look on Laporta's part to get rid of Xavi, let's say within the same year, because it's kind of like, well, you clearly don't know what you're doing, and now you've ruined Xavi's reputation amongst his status of Barcelona fans or legends. This is what I mean. Like, it's a huge risk, and like, does the risk outweigh what can come good out of it when there's no evidence that it can go great?
So are you for taking the risk or against taking the risk? I'm not sure where you were at.
Well, I'm against taking the risk just because we have taken the risk in the past and it hasn't worked out. Like, once we got rid of Valverde, when we got Setien, let's keep it a stack. Everybody thought 2000 and Pep Guardiola ball was back. Like, that's what everybody thought.
Yeah, I remember. Yep, that's what was sold as. Yeah,
everybody thought Pep ball was back, and we got absolutely destroyed by Bayern Munich. And that's the lasting image of what Setien is to Barcelona. Not that the fact that he somewhat played a little bit more attractive football than Valverde did. So this is what I mean. Like, this could be the same thing with Xavi. And like, I believe that if they do bring in Xavi, they're not only going to give him this season, but they're going to give him next season. So do Barcelona want to go another 2 years of not knowing exactly what they are? And then when you do that, who's going to be available? Is Ten Hag already going to be signed to another manager? Is Gallardo going to be at PSG? Is I don't even know who else, but what managers will be available at the time? You can't keep gambling based off your identity. At some point, you just got to get a surefire answer. Somewhat, I hate to say this because Barcelona and Real Madrid have two different identities, but the difference is that Real Madrid will always go with whoever's hot or whoever's best available. Like, after Ancelotti, they're not gonna try something, something spicy or something different just because they want to be different. No, they're gonna go for the surefire thing, whoever is an exceptional winner. And they're going to do that, because if it wasn't for Ancelotti, they probably would have got Maximiliano Allegri. If it wasn't for Allegri, maybe they would have got the booger eater, booty sniffer, Joking Love.
Oh yeah.
So like,
it's true, man. So hold on. So my MC says, shout out Lukaku not scoring like the pie to Sacrifice. Guys, MC is a Man City fan who said that City would beat Chelsea 5-0. before the Champions League final. He promised me and said that City would beat Chelsea 5-0. And ever since then, the guy has been dealing with PTSD.
Why do you have to give him this long intro every time?
No. I every single time, because just to remind guys. And from your boy, Gio, thank you. Okay, that maybe that's the name. Gio, who says Arteta is bringing us to the promised land of fourth. I don't care if MUFC gets Conte. They are playing on Thursdays next season. See you away at Zoria Luhanski.
No, HH. I want to add one more point, HH.
Yo, man. Bro. I love how, bro, Arsenal fans are coming out of their caves, man.
No, bro. But they're on level points with United, so they can't say something because right now them and United are now on equal points. So it's real. It's real. Oh yeah, what do you want to say?
No, I just want to say in regard to the last point, when, for example, Zidane wasn't necessarily just out of the blue either. He was Ancelotti's assistant coach. So he had time to familiarize himself with what Ancelotti puts out there for Real Madrid, and also get familiar with the players he eventually assumed. So with Xavi in this regard, like they should bring Xavi in the sense that not as a coach, as a main manager, but as an assistant manager, because the Real Madrid,
which is the smart thing to do, man.
Would be the smartest thing to do.
Things, man.
Because I guarantee you, at some point, Raul, he's going to be the Real Madrid coach, but he's not going to get it right away. He's most likely going to be an assistant manager first before he gets his chance. And that's the problem that I'm having with Xavi. He just shouldn't get it right away because everything is going to fall right on him. And that's just the way it is.
It's hard, man.
Yes.
Why does it seem like a bad idea? And why can't I shake this feeling that this could seem like a bad idea? And why do I feel that? Because it's like if you just walk into in Brickell, because when I hear club legend, when I hear Pep Guardiola, when I hear I'm like, in life things don't repeat themselves in that way. So why do I keep hearing that, man? So do you okay? Chance of success of this, if he's to come now, chance of him coming in now, wow. Because now we now say, what is success? Is success, the team is playing well and competing better? Or is success, this team is actually winning trophies? Like, what would be success for Xavi coming in and being manager?
At the moment, because these players are really young, right, competing at most. Because we can't really expect straight off we're going to win. I don't expect it. My standards right now are low at the moment. So it's better to keep your standards low than when you see improvement throughout the months, then you can be like, okay, I see where we're going. So, but to me, how I roll is like, I don't care if you're a legend of my team or anything like that. To me, I only care about this. Is your style of play effective? Is it effective? Can you bring the best out of the players that you have? Because due to Bayern Munich, their players always gegenpress, all that stuff like that. And Barcelona specifically with the I don't call it tiki taka, but I call it fast-paced possession football. That's how I call it. So yeah, I'm very optimistic. I'm gonna keep my standards low. So yeah.
You mean expectations?
Wait, last thing, Ten Hag. The reason why Ten Hag looks very good and very appealing to a lot of coaches, we got to remember that Ten Hag was Pep Guardiola's assistant manager when he was at Bayern Munich. So this is not like the assistant role can definitely really benefit somebody like Xavi at a top club under a great manager. So I mean, when you look at the potential candidates, they all have something in common. Like they don't just assume these positions; they have to be slowly transitioned into it.
See, because I was doing the whole thing of because basically for United, there were three names: Conte, Zidane, Ten Hag, and I said that for United, Conte is the right man for United based on the players they have, the squad they have, and what Conte is. I think he was the right man. For Barcelona, Ten Hag is the right man. Because the issue with Ten Hag is he is a philosophy merchant and he's so married to one philosophy. But I'm looking at Barcelona's players and the profile of Barcelona's players as opposed to United's players, and Ten Hag would be a much better fit for Barcelona than he would be for United.
He would,
And the thing, and I think problem about Ten Hag is he lost De Jong, and also De Jong is at Barcelona, who he worked with, but he lost De Jong, he lost De Ligt, he lost Ziyech,
and he's cooking right now.
Yes, not only that, how well is De Ligt doing at Juve?
I mean,
De Jong has lost his way at Barcelona. I want Ziyech sold in January.
Yeah, wow.
So
all the merchants,
all the players that he left and so forth are not doing as good as only. So if Ten Hag was to come in, yes, the drawback is he doesn't have a plan B. He's so married to his system, but that system, as opposed to your United, which it wouldn't work with my goats, because shout out to my goats and my idol.
He doesn't play that football.
My goats wouldn't work.
He doesn't play that football. Now, I also want to say, in terms of United, getting Zidane is actually not ideal either, because Zidane, all we know of him is
not touching United.
No, but I'm saying, like, if Zidane is a great manager when you give him high quality, big personality players, but he doesn't necessarily develop young players, and United have some good young players. He's not going to develop them. Like, look at Vinicius. Vinicius was so good under Lopetegui. Zidane came back. He stagnated a bit, and now under Ancelotti, he's flying. Zidane, as great as he is, he does not improve young players. Like, look at Asensio. He's being transformed into a midfielder, and he's doing well. Like, and he wants to transform Ferland Mendy into a center back, and Ferland Mendy is a great defender. I have faith in that he'll be a good defender, but like that's the thing you have to give up with Zidane. You have to have a surefire team already for him to handle. He's not a manager that's going to develop players like Pep and the club. Like, he's just not that guy.
That's interesting.
But apparently the rumors coming out is that Xavi will first take over in the international break.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That's now.
So it's gonna be our B team manager that's gonna take over the next 3 games.
So Hatimo, this is interesting. So Hatimo says Barca fans should let Xavi build, even finishing 6th. Now,
I agree.
I do, in a sense. But here's the thing, and this is what I try to explain to people. Management is a very particular skill. I don't know how many times I've said, I have to maybe keep on repeating this. I may sound like a broken record, but let me keep on repeating this. Management and playing have nothing to do with one another. Let's think of some of the best managers of all time. Some of like the top managers that we know of. If we think about the top managers that we know of,
don't say Mourinho.
No. Okay, bro. Pep, Mourinho, Klopp, Fergie, Lippi, so forth. If you look at some of these big names, Del Bosque, how many of them were amazing players?
Pep was good.
Bro.
Enrique was good.
No, bro. Abdul, I told you, I'm older than you. I remember when Pep was playing. Pep was pretty good. He wasn't amazing. How many amazing players make amazing managers? And those managers I named, how many of them? Pep Guardiola was not an amazing player. He was a good player, real good. He wasn't amazing. He wasn't a standout player. So, like, Romario was the standout player for Barcelona at that time. It was really Romario. Probably you probably even put Koeman. Koeman was probably a better player at his role than Pep was. Pep just played his role pretty well, but he wasn't a standout guy. So what I'm saying is, the mistake people are making are, we know what an incredible midfielder that Xavi was. But we also knew that for Pirlo was as well. Now, I get it. Pirlo didn't finish his coaching school and they kidnapped him while he was taking his exam to coach Juventus. I mean, now so what happened? But still, even if Pirlo went ahead and had experience and so forth, management and playing, they're mutually exclusive. And the mistake that people are making is, you look at the issue with Setien, you look at the issue with Koeman, and things have been so bad. Barca fans are just going to clutch at something positive, because look, bro, for a Barca fans, oh my gosh, imagine if Xavi comes, he's amazing. We start playing tiki-taka because people want Xavi to come in and rekindle 09, rekindle 2010, rekindle 2011. But here's the thing. This is a very different group of players as opposed to 09, 2010, 2010 to 11. Maybe Pep Guardiola always had a knack for management Pep Guardiola is a far better manager than he was as a player. Facts. And Pep Guardiola will be known far more as a manager than he was as a player. So maybe for Pep Guardiola, your calling was a manager. No, you were a good player. You were good. But your true calling was being a manager. That is what you truly were blessed to do.
Can I make a point?
Go for it.
With Xavi, I mean, I know it sounds a lot like Ollie, what I'm about to say. But he truly understands what Barcelona is. And I know it's a cliche, but what we have been experiencing with our last three managers, it's that after every loss in a big game, whether it be in Liverpool, Bayern, even with Koeman, it's even worse. It's like every time we lose a big game, they come out and they almost accept losing, saying it is what it is, or what did you expect? We want someone who is young and up and coming, who is driven and who knows the club, because you might say, oh, Koeman he's a legend and this and that. But Koeman hasn't been around the club for 30 years. The club is so different. The fans are different. Our expectations are different. And we just want a leader. Like, I feel like we haven't had, I'm going to be honest here, like, Valverde wasn't a leader. He was a puppet. He was doing what he was being told. Quique Setien, yeah, it was the worst of them all, because the players didn't even respect Quique Setien. All right. Koeman, he did get more respect, but he's a crybaby filled with excuses. Like, what do you want? What do you want a team? Like, what do you want a team? Like, how are you coming out in a press conference saying Bayern are a lot better than us? They have a lot better players. They bro. Like he does nothing to motivate the squad. And when we lose, he just comes out and says, "It is what it is. What do you expect?" Like, it's not what we want. Like, at least we want someone that can lift the spirit, because our spirit has been so low. So what you expect from Xavi is not what we expect from Xavi. You think we expect, another Pep Guardiola where, he comes in and wins us the 6-2. But that's not what we expect, HH. We just expect somebody who can be a leader.